This is one concept that comes up very frequently. I want to give credit to whoever created this because it's not my own handiwork. I didn't devise this. And it's the idea that we've got two different commodities. Visually, this is the best way to explain this concept. On one side of the graph is productivity. We're going to use productivity as the key metric, but that could also be interchanged with impact or profitability. Basically doing good stuff. Down the other side of the graph is stress. So down one end of this graph, this is when you're thinking about doing business. You're not actually taking action, you're not actually doing anything. You're on the couch, you're chilling, you're doing nothing. As you start taking action and moving up the graph, you start making some deals, meeting some people, taking action, getting some wins, getting some momentum. This is good stress. Yeah, so as we start to move up the curve, this becomes good stress. This is positive, this is a good thing. As you get busier and busier and busier, you sometimes find yourself in this sweet spot. Flow state, some call it. This is when things are aligning. This is when there's deals getting done, there's good energy, there's positivity around. What sometimes happens though, or what always happens, at least in my experience, is that there is a sweet spot that then goes less sweet. This is when stress starts getting applied, this is when deadlines come in, this is when bills don't get paid, and this is when pressure occurs. You could look at this in terms of stress and or busy. Busy is often a badge of honor. It's often a common question. How's it going? Are you busy? You could be busy, but I'd rather be productive. We often perceive busyness to be the goal, but it's not the goal. It's a byproduct of doing the wrong actions. And I think this is where people go wrong. They can perceive that the more you're hustling, the more you're going to get done. But I think there's a point where that becomes false. Yeah, so down this end of the bell curve, this is when a gazillion tiny tasks start to populate and start to build up. This is when productivity is absolutely low. You're at absolutely max stress. You could call it burnout, you could call it overwhelm, but it's not good. Down this end of the graph, this is when those tiny little tasks, many of them start to accumulate and manifest as one large burning inferno. But what it does is it makes it really hard to focus on those key things that you actually need to do, the actual impactful decisions or actions that you need to take. So practically speaking, if you find yourself down this end of the graph, if you find yourself overwhelmed, stressed, fatigued, what you really need is clarity. As a philosophy, clarity is one thing that I love. It's absolutely the opposite of being stressed and overwhelmed. And when you've got clarity, you can take action and you can execute on what actually matters. So with clarity, one of the things that's been really successful for myself and many clients is the 3 to 5 rule. If we really distill it down, your day is probably actually quite simple. Having a few minutes to think about what those 3 to 5 things might be and then following through. The idea of just doing 3 to 5 things every day, committing to them in the morning, rain or shine. A recent client, we've been working on this 3 to 5 rule, and so for the last 2 weeks, he's been messaging me in the morning and then in the evening, is it done or not done? And because he's had a 90% strike rate, he's actually moved the needle forward and got some great results. It's awesome to see, and I love how this is an ultra practical, easy thing that you can either do with us, with a friend, with someone that you trust to actually go into the sweet spot on the curve. And so if we look at these two extreme ends of the graph, we can probably agree that we want to be in this range here. We want to be in the top, say 10 to 15% of the graph. This is easier said than done, but it's an obsession of mine. It's something that I bring up a lot during the coaching sessions, and I wanted to share it today because I believe that if you can visually look at this, it's a way to understand what's going on as your workload increases. And sometimes you need to just pull back, reflect, and try to get back into that sweet spot. So if you can do 3 to 5 things every day, tick them off, you'll be off to the races.
What are you doing today?
I'm actually going to the races. That's why I've got a tie. I don't usually wear a tie.